Alright, welcome. Today we want to look at division of polynomials, and we are going to look at just two methods. We're going to look at long division and the synthetic. And for the long division, you know how to use it already. But the new thing that we are going to introduce to you is the synthetic method. I'll use the long division to solve questions, and I'll also use the synthetic method. All right. Now, let's look at an example. All right. So this is the example. Divide x cubed minus 5x plus 4x minus 3 by x minus 2. Now, this thing here is what we call dividend. And this is called a divisor. All right. Good. After getting your answer, this is how you're going to present your answer. F of x equals quotient plus a remainder over a divisor. Okay, so this is how you're going to present your answer. Let's say if I have 6 over 2 equals 3, the answer that you get is the quotient. Okay, all right. So now let's look at how to solve this using the long division method. Always the divisor will always come out as we have been doing with the normal integers. Then our x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 3 will be inside. Okay, so the first thing, you pick the coefficient of the x cubed, which is 1. Then you write it up here. Now we have x cubed here, so we pick this x cubed divided by x, and that will give you what? X squared. You have x cubed divided by x, and you have what? X squared. All right, so this side will give you x squared. Now you take this 1x squared, you multiply by this, that will give you x cubed minus 1x squared times 2 will give you 2x squared. So you are going to subtract. All right, so if I subtract this from there, I'll get 0. Negative times this will give you positive 2x squared. So negative 5 plus 2 will give you negative 3x squared plus 4x minus 3. Very good. So now you also look at the coefficient of this x squared, which is negative 3. So I'll write my negative 3 here. X squared divided by x will give me x. So x times x will give me, so a negative x times x will give me negative 3x squared plus 6x. This multiplying this will definitely give me 0, and this will give me negative 2x minus 3. So I'll put the coefficient of this x, which is negative 2. X can go into x 1, so 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times this will still give you, so this is what we have here. Negative 2 times this will give you negative 2x plus, again will give you that positive here. So when I subtract, I'll get negative 7. Very good. So this is how I write my answer, and this is what we call the remainder. Okay, so my answer should be in the form, so let me write this way first. X cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 3 all divided by x minus 2 is equals to quotient first. So our quotient is x cubed minus 3x minus 2 plus the remainder, which is negative 7, divided by the divisor, which is x minus 2. And this is the answer for this problem. Okay, now let's look at the synthetic approach. Now we have a synthetic method. Now we are going to use a synthetic method to solve the same question. So this is how the synthetic method works. First, the divisor, set it to 0. So you take x minus 2 and we set it to 0. So our x will be 2. Is that okay? Second, we are going to write the coefficients of each term here. So I'll draw this. Now the coefficient of s cubed is 1. Coefficient of s squared is negative 5. Coefficient of x is 4. Coefficient of negative 3. Alright, so this is a constant, so negative 3. Now what I have here, I'll bring it to this direction. Okay, this is how you go about it. So now let me redraw my table here. So I have 1 minus 5, 4 minus 3, 2. First point, we bring the first term down here. Then you take these 2, you multiply by this 1. What do you get? You have positive 2. Now you add these 2, what do you get? You have negative 3. Now pick these 2, you multiply it by this negative 3, you have negative 6. You add these 2, what do you get? You have negative 2. Okay, then take these 2, you multiply by this negative 2, what do you get? Negative 4. You add these 2, you have negative 7. After this, the next point is that the last term we have here is our remainder. Okay, it's our remainder, and we start from my right side to my left side. So I'll name here x to the power 0, x to the power 1, x to the power 2. Okay, and this is what we call the quotients. Is that okay? It means that our final answer of this is going to be the quotient first, which is, so you are picking them. 1 times this will give you 1x squared. Negative 3 times this will give you negative 3x. Negative 2 times x to the power 0 will give you negative 2, because x to the power 0 is 1. Plus the remainder, which is negative 7, over the divisor x minus 2. Alright, I hope you have it. So you realize that the answer here are the same. So you can use a synthetic, or you can also use a long division. Thank you very much.